My name is Dennis Guglielmetti. I was diagnosed with ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease, in January of 2009. ALS is a motor neuron disease, which causes the nerve cells in muscles to die. This leads to total paralysis and eventually death. My form of the disease is called bulbar ALS, affecting speech and swallowing first. Eventually it will affect all muscle groups. Life expectancy is 2 to 5 years after diagnosis. I first noticed a mild quivering in my upper lip in the summer of 2008, and my speech began to slur by October. Now my speech is too difficult to understand, and I use electronic means to communicate. It took a year, but the deterioration of my speech eventually caused me to retire from my job in California. I was the Senior Vice President of Learning and Organization Development for a $53 billion developer, the largest in the world. I had always planned to retire in Alabama, but never anticipated that it would be so soon. Instead of visiting my family for Christmas, I moved here, having abruptly given up my career, friends and church. It may sound weird to some, but Jesus has put a peace in my heart, being faced with this fatal diagnosis. As Christians, we all face adversity. It would be easy to give up. However, I believe Jesus has given me opportunities to witness to others because of my illness. Don't think I don't have thoughts of, why me? Why now? Let this cup pass, but regardless of these thoughts, I am reminded that things happen in Jesus' perfect timing. We embrace death as Christians, not accept it. Death is a gift, because we get to see the glory of God in the face of Jesus. As Paul said, "For to me, to live is Christ, and to die is gain." It brings joy to God when we remain absolutely confident in Him, no matter what we are facing. The series on having 1 month to live is obviously so real for me. Truly, I do not know how long I have to live. As I previously said, it's all in God's good timing. I don't want to appear that because of my illness, I'm a wise man on how you should live your life. However, as Oswald Chambers said, never allow anything to come between you and Jesus Christ. Not emotion nor experience. Nothing must keep you from the one great sovereign source. How has this caused me to grow in my relationship with Jesus? I think the best way I can answer that question is with a quote from Jonathan Edwards. There is a true sense of excellency of God and Jesus Christ, and the work of redemption, and the ways and works of God revealed in the gospel. There is a divine and superlative glory in these things, and a glory greatly distinguishing them from all that is earthly and temporal. This sense of gloriousness of God in my heart comes not in a subtle way, but daily gives me the strength to deal with my circumstances. Am I perfect? By no means. Are there days when I feel sorry for myself? Absolutely. Do I waver? Yes. But in my heart, I know that Jesus is walking the walk with me, and He is always there when I reach out to Him. By all of life's standards, I lived a successful life. It was nice to hear my colleagues at my recent retirement party talk about all my achievements. From an earthly standpoint, it fed my ego. But no one spoke about the toll it took on my family. All the moves I forced them to make. The times when work was more important than family time. The effect on my marriage and my children, etc., etc. So how can I be proud of the earthly successes I achieved? If you ask me what I would like to be said about my life, it would be that I blessed others by my example of service. I choose to live my life and serve where I can. And by the way, I happen to have had ALS. If you're a blessing, praise God. If you are a hindrance, you may have 30 days, or 10, or 1 to change. What are you waiting for?